Hi everyone, welcome back to JPWHU TV where we are discussing the West Ham vs Spurs at the London Stadium on Saturday at 3 o'clock kickoff. The Premier League is back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank fuck for that. If you're new around here and you like what I'm doing, please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you get first dibs on all the videos. Yep, as I discussed, the Premier League is back. The international soppy break of those stupid friendlies that apparently now mean something in the International League is over. Whoop-de-bloody-do. So let's talk about what actually matters and why we're all here, is to watch, as I say, talk about Spurs. Now, I'm not going to go into the danger men. We do know about the danger men. You know, we know how dangerous Christian Eriksen's going to be, although he is out with a stomach injury at the moment. We know how difficult Dele Alli is to play against, but apparently, you know, he was rested against the for the Barcelona game, so there's a possibility he may not start. We don't know yet. Wanyama, he's picked up a slight hamstring injury, so there's a doubt over him as well. And also, Jan Vertonghen apparently is out until December as well. Now, turning to West Ham for a moment, there's news on Andy Carroll. He won't be on the subs bench this weekend, from what I'm reading, because at the end of the day, he hasn't returned to training yet. So read into that what you will. Obviously, Lanzini is still kicking on with his rehab, and God bless him. You know, don't rush back, Manny. Please, please don't rush back. Just take your time. And likewise with Wilshere, you know, there is a potential he's going to be on the bench for the Burnley game, but we'll see. Now, in terms of the starting 11 itself, it's an interesting one because apparently Pellegrini shares our concerns with Masuaku as much as the rest of us in terms of how we performed against Brighton. Now, obviously, you can't judge a player on one game. Of course not. Absolutely not. But this is the perfect time for him this is the perfect time for Cresswell to be recalled. He's more defensive-minded. Yes, all right, he doesn't make enough tackles, but I still want him back in the side. You know, I love Masuaku. I think he's a fantastic player, but we can't just keep playing him all the time because he's not consistent enough. So for me, it's going to be very, very interesting lineup. It's going to be pretty much exactly the same, really. You know, we're still going to be looking at having Fabianski in goal with hopefully Cresswell at left back, Zabaleta at right back, Balbuena and Diop at the centre backs, with Rice, Noble and Obiang in the holding midfield positions, with Anderson, Yarmolenko up front. Now, in terms of Arnautovic, there's stories that have been coming out that have said that apparently he was only given the green light to play for Austria as long as he only played one game, which is why he didn't make an appearance for the second. Now that concerns me because his knee injury is still a niggle. Yes, okay, he's playing through the pain barrier and it's going to take a few weeks for him to get through it. But yeah, I'm not worried. I'm sorry, I am very worried about it. So for me, potentially we could either do as we did 5 years ago under Allardyce, and have Dean Garner up front, as we did with Ravel Morrison as the false number 9, and you know that worked very, very well at White Hart Lane. Or possibly have Hernandez. You know, let me know your thoughts on this, guys. I want to know where you're thinking on this. But for me personally, that's the two options I would put up front. I would love to see Dean Garner make his debut in the starting 11 rather than be on the bench, as he was against Man United. Yes, obviously, you know, he was in the starting 11 against Macclesfield, but that's two completely different things. You know, we all know how good Spurs are, no matter how much we don't want to say it. We know, you know, they are in the league positions they have been for the last few seasons for a bloody good reason. You know, they are a good side, and I'm not going to sit here and wax lyrical about how shit they are, because they're not. You know, they're not rivals as far as I'm concerned. We're nowhere near them at the moment. Yes, there's an old school rivalry between the fans, but you know, in terms of team for team, we're nowhere near that yet. But you know, I'm looking forward to the game. Don't get me wrong. I'm really, really looking forward to it. Apologies if my energy's not coming out as much as it used to. I haven't slept properly for the last 3 nights. You know, this morning I got to sleep at about 5:45. It's weird. I don't know what's causing it, but I can't sleep properly. But you know, that's the way life goes sometimes, unfortunately. But yeah, as I say, I am really, really looking forward to the game. It's going to be an interesting one. You know, we've got a good record against Spurs. Obviously, we're playing them again in the League Cup 11 days after this weekend's fixture as well. So there'll be a preview video coming up for that. And obviously I'll be doing the post-match reaction video as well. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this game, guys. I really want to know what your thoughts are. I'm looking forward to it. I love a London derby. I love playing Spurs. You know, we've got a decent record against them at home. You know, we've only lost one in the last 3 seasons at home against them. Mostly probably because Steve has been away for both games. But yeah, you know, and obviously, you know, we've had a good run against them in the cups as well, both at the Bridge and at Wembley, obviously last season when we were 2-0 down and we came back to win it 3-2 under Slaven Bilic. So, you know, it's going to be an interesting one, guys. I'm really up for the game. I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to watch it. You know, ideally it'd be nice to get all 3 points and crack on with it when we play Leicester away the week after. And again, the preview video will be coming up for that in next week. But yeah, it'd be nice. But I'm not counting on it. I'm not going to say if we lose or we draw, it'd be points dropped. It's not going to, because you know the Spurs are a very good team. No matter how much we don't want to say it. You know, they're a good side. So thank you very much for watching. If you're new around here and you like what I'm doing, please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Please also put your comments in the comment section below. If you feel I deserve it and you've liked the video, please click the like button. It'd be very nice to have that. And also please share the content with anybody you feel would like to watch it. So thank you very much for your time, and I will see you at the weekend with the post-match reaction. All the best.